I'm now into the final testing stage on this restoration project. A few things I ended up doing actually. I replaced the dial pointer lamp again, this time with an LED because the incandescent lamp that I had installed was getting a bit too hot and causing the plastic to distort. So I put an LED directly in that housing and added a simple rectifier and resistor circuit right down in there on a terminal strip to drive the LED. And pulled the faceplate off a second time because I forgot to lubricate these switches here. That's all taken care of now. Got the output module all adjusted for bias and DC offset, right where it should be. On the back panel there's a new set of speaker terminals on the second speaker output because the original set was broken. Actually, two of them were. So that's all taken care of. The RCA jacks are all cleaned and polished. Too bad I can't say the same about the inside of the chassis. But anyway, got my test jig set up here with my signal generator, multimeter, 8 ohm dummy load, one for each channel, and my oscilloscope. I've actually got the tuner running, but the speakers are turned off, which is why I don't hear anything. But one thing that really shocked me on this receiver, here is a 1 kilohertz sine wave, which is, like I said in my previous videos, the standard frequency for testing audio stuff for the most part. I have the loudness turned off and all the equalizer controls set flat. Now this is what blew me away. Here is 100 kilohertz. Far out of the hearing range. No voltage drop. 100 kilohertz. In fact, it'll even go up to 120 kilohertz. No drop off, and there's 150 kilohertz. Still not much drop off, if any. So that's pretty ridiculous frequency response. In fact, I tested it all the way from 20 hertz all the way to 150 kilohertz, and except for a little bit of drop off around 20 hertz, it's pretty much flat throughout that whole range, which really surprised me. So just got to do a little more testing, make sure everything is stable, and I'm going to finally be able to put the cover on.
I better read between the lines in case I need it when I'm older.
Here it is with the top cover finally installed. If it holds up to the next few hours of testing, I'm going to consider it good to go. Got the top cover polished up the best I could with some Novus. Other than a couple of minor nicks here and there, it's not bad. Also had to find a replacement set of screws because there weren't any holding the cover on when I got this receiver. And I tried to get a look earlier, but wanted to show a quick look at the back panel. You can see the two RCA jacks that I added here for a preamp output. The reason being, this receiver is going to be used in a really large pole barn, and 25 watts per channel is not going to fill a space that big. So it's going to be used to drive a big external amplifier.